In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a print-on-demand e-commerce website step by step. With this tutorial, I'll show you how to create your own print-on-demand website to fit your brand. And to make this tutorial a success, we are going to use a theme that is made perfectly for online stores. So what is print-on-demand? Print-on-demand is basically a platform where you design your own custom product and sell it on your own website. And this custom products you'll be designing will be taken care of by a third-party fulfillment company. So all what you need to do is design the product and the third-party company will go ahead and deliver the product. This is just like drop shipping, but in this particular business model, you get to design your own custom products, which will be delivered to your clients when they make an order through your website. You don't even have to see the product. All what you need to do is create an enabling platform for your clients to purchase from. And in this tutorial, we are going to use Printful, that is the third-party fulfillment company, for our website. The homepage of our store displays a hero section with a call to action that when you click on it, it will take you to the shop page of your website. It also has the featured categories section, top product section, and also a little bit of information about worldwide shipping, fast delivery, and secure payments. Our print-on-demand store will have a customizable shop page where all our custom design products will be displayed. This online store comes with an about page and a contact page that your clients can use to get in touch with you. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a dynamic and interactive store that you can use to start making sales immediately. In this video, I'll show you how to get your own custom domain name and web hosting. I'll show you how to install WordPress, which is the free software that we will use to create our website and also customize it the way we want. And don't worry if you are new to WordPress, because I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. I will specifically show you how to use a drag and drop page builder so that you won't need any coding or past experience. In this video, I will show you how to install WooCommerce that we will use to import our products onto our store. Also, I will show you how to integrate payment gateways to your store and also show you how to fulfill orders so that your customers will keep buying from you. So, if you want to learn how to create your own print-on-demand e-commerce website, keep watching. Hello guys, this is Sadiq here at Dico Pages Web, where I do web tutorials just like this one. So, if you are new here, consider subscribing. So, to make our print-on-demand e-commerce website, we need to get a custom domain name and a web hosting, which is the standard for every website. Take note, we are going to use free resources in this tutorial. The only payment we are going to make is getting our domain name and web hosting. And I'll take you to a hosting provider where you can get the cheapest price ever. That said, let's get started. So, to get your own custom domain name and web hosting, click on the very first link in the description down below, or you can go to your browser, enter dicopages.com in the address bar, then /Asura. Enter. This brings us to asurahosting.com. Asura Hosting offers multiple affordable hosting services to suit you perfectly. They have website hosting, reseller hosting, VPS hosting, and radio hosting. So for our purpose, we are going to web hosting. Asura Unlimited Web Hosting is a shared hosting that comes with unlimited bandwidth, NVMe Express SSD disk storage, email accounts, and many more, where you can choose between cPanel or direct admin when you are signing up, with up to 30% recurring discounts when billed annually for longer periods. Now let's take a look at the various shared hosting plans. Now with Asura Hosting, you can choose from Starter, Unlimited, and Unlimited Plus, where you can switch between direct admin or cPanel. So you can either decide to use direct admin, where you pay $1 per month for starter, or cPanel, where you pay $1.29 per month. So depending upon whichever control panel you want to use, either Direct Admin or cPanel. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to use Direct Admin, where I will pay less. So these are the various features you get under the starter. You get 12 GB NVMe Express SSD storage, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited free SSL certificates, 15 email accounts, 15 websites, 15 databases, and many more. However, with the starter, you don't get to have private name servers, free gold 10 key reseller plan. You don't also get free domain yearly or free dedicated IP. Now, for the unlimited package, everything you get is unlimited, except that you will not get free gold 10 key reseller plan, free yearly domain, and also you won't get free dedicated IP. And lastly, with unlimited plans, you get all the features which are unlimited, and you also get free domain yearly as well as free dedicated IP. So I will recommend you to go in for the unlimited plus if you want to get extra features that the starter and the unlimited does not come with. Now, going down, it is very important to take notice that when you are using the starter, for instance, you were paying $12 for a year, and at a renewal you also pay $12 for a year. You don't need to pay extra for subsequent years as other web hosting platforms do. So going up, I'm going to use the starter package for this tutorial. So I click on order now. So in here, I can register a new domain or transfer my domain from another registrar, or I use my existing domain and update my name servers. So in here, I'm going to register a new domain. So I search for the domain I want to use. Take note, the domain name you are going to use should be unique to you. If a particular domain is already registered, you cannot also register it for the second time. So let me search for a domain that I want to use, Jiku Pages, and then the domain extension. You can drop down the arrow here and choose the particular domain extension you want to use. Now, if you are creating for a business and you want to go international, I would recommend you use .com. You can go ahead and use .net, .org, .biz. You can go ahead and use .org if you are creating for an organization, that is, for instance, an NGO. I will always recommend you use .com if you want to go international. So I choose .com, then I click on check. So if this domain is not registered, it will be available for me to use. But if it is registered, I cannot register it for the second time. So you see, jikupages.com is unavailable. What this means is that the domain name jikupages has already been registered. Perhaps if I want the same domain name, I can go with a different domain extension, that is either .org or .net and whatever. But I want .com, so I will search again. So instead of Jiku Pages, I will say Jiku Pages Web. Then I click on check. Awesome, congratulations, Jiku Pages Web.com is available for $99.99. So I click on continue. So these are the various features I'll get for the starter plan for the web hosting, which is $12 per year. So going down, you can choose your billing cycle, either annually, 2 years, or 3 years. However, if you choose more than a year, that is 2 years, you save 16%, and you also save 16% when you go in for 3 years. You can also choose additional services like dedicated IP, either monthly or yearly, ballistic license, WHMCS, starter license. We don't need all this. So what I do is I click on continue, and in here I have the opportunity to use free DNS management. So I check this. IP address, I need to pay for it. I don't want to pay extra. And then email forwarding is free, so I check it. Then I click on continue. I like free things, And now the web hosting for starter plan is $12 per year, and then the domain registration is $99.99 per year, and everything amounts to $21.99 per year. Now going down, you can choose your currency depending upon where you are coming from. I'll leave it as dollars. If you have a promo code, you enter it in here. And finally, billing details. So if you are an existing customer, you click on existing customer, login, and then continue. But here is the case. I'm going to create a new account. So in here, I fill all these details: my first name, last name, email address, phone number, which is optional. Then my billing address, company name, which is optional, street address, city, state, and then country. Then in here, I enter my password and confirm my password. Now, payment method, you can go by PayPal. You can also pay by direct credit or debit card. You can also pay with Bitcoin. So I want to pay with my debit card, so I select that. Now in here, I enter my card number, the expiry date, and then the CVV number. Afterwards, I click on checkout. So now I'll fill all these details and go ahead and click on checkout and get back to you. Okay, my order is placed. I click on continue to client area. And now I am in my Asura hosting dashboard, and right there is the domain I've registered, dikupagesweb.com. Now let's go ahead and check our email for the login details to Asura web hosting. Alright, I'm in my Gmail account, and Asura will send us so many messages. So for the first time, you need to confirm your domain name by going here. Because I'm already on Asura, I won't get that confirmation link. By you coming to Asura for the first time, you need to click on the link just to confirm your account. So I go back. The next thing I'll do is look for Asura hosting, that is hosting account information. So I click in here. Then this particular email will have the login details to my Asura hosting platform. Right here, I have my control panel login details, which I need to hide for obvious reasons. So to be able to log into your control panel, you need to open the server URL. So I'll just highlight it, and I can right click, copy, open a new tab, paste it in, enter. Then I'll go back and grab my username and password. So I'm just picking the password because the username is simple to remember. And I click on sign in. And now we are in Asura Hosting cPanel. And these are the various features you get when you host with Asura Hosting or any other hosting platform. So that's it, guys, on how to get a domain name and a web hosting with Asura. To install WordPress, I scroll down to extra features and I click on SoftwareClose Auto Installer. With SoftwareClose Auto Installer, I am just a few clicks away from installing WordPress. So I click on it. So I have WordPress in here and some other content management systems. And I need WordPress, so I click on install. If in any case you cannot see it here, you can also click on it from here. And since I have it here, I click on install. Take note, Asura Hosting gives us free SSL, so I choose it from here, HTTPS. It's very important. Next, I choose the domain I want to install WordPress on. I have a bunch of domain names in here, and I'm going to use dikuexpress.com. It is very important you remove whatever you have under in directory. What this means is that if people enter dikuexpress.com or your domain name into their web browsers, they won't find your website because it is installed on a particular subfolder in your domain. So I take this off and I'll choose the latest version of WordPress. Going down, site name, my blog. So in here, I enter the name of my website as well as the description. Under admin account, I enter my login details. Take note, these details, that is username and password, will be the login details you always use to log into your WordPress website in order to edit it. So I enter my username here and then password. But before I enter, I will hide it for obvious reasons, and it is strong. Next, I enter my admin email, and I prefer to use my Gmail account right here. Going down, I choose my language, which is English. You can choose whatever language you want. And that's it. I won't change any other thing. I scroll down and click on install, and WordPress will install in some few seconds. Alright, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. So I click here and it will take me to the front page of my website. Awesome. So going back, if I click on this administrative URL, it will take me to the back end of my WordPress website. And we are right there. So this is the back end of my WordPress website. And this is the front end of my WordPress website. This is what users will see when they enter tikuexpress.com in their web browsers. I exit out of here for now. Now let's go ahead and clean up our website. So I can dismiss this, collapse this, and the rest of them, or I'll go to screen options, then I'll uncheck all this to take them off from my dashboard. Okay. Next, I go to posts. Anytime you install WordPress, a default post will be created, and that is the Hello World post. I don't need it, so I trash it. Just want to keep things clean. And I go to the trash. I empty the trash. Next, I go to pages. I don't need these 2 pages, so I delete them by going to bulk actions, move to trash, apply. Then I go to trash, empty the trash. Next, I go to appearance, and this is where we can manage our themes. So this is our default theme, and these other 2 themes are the ones that comes with WordPress. So if you don't need them, you can delete them. I'll leave them for now. Next, I go to plugins. I don't need these 2 plugins, and they are not activated anyway, meaning I'm not using them. So I select all, bulk actions, delete, apply. Okay. Awesome. Now that we have cleaned up our website, let's go ahead and do some settings. First of all, I'll go to my name right here. You see that you can see only my name. So let's see how we can edit this. So I go to edit profile, and in here you can choose the color schemes you want. So currently I'm using default. I can choose light, modern, blue, sunrise. Awesome. I'll keep it at default. And going down, this is my username. I cannot change it. You see that it is grayed out. And in here, I enter my first name and last name. And then display publicly name as. I drop down the arrow and choose the name I want to use. So I'm getting these names here because I've specified them in here for first name and last name. This is the email that I use to install WordPress, the website, and in here I can enter my biographical information so that I can display the information on post pages. But I don't want to do that for now. I can also set my profile picture by going to Gravatar website to create my profile over there. So I right click and open link in a new tab. So over here, whatever email I use to create Gravatar account, I'll specify that same email in here so that it will be able to pull whatever image I'll be uploading as my profile picture on Gravatar. I don't want to do that for now. I can set a new password from here. I already have the password I want to use on this website. So I go down here and update my profile. Okay, profile updated. Next, I go over to settings, then I click on general. So in here, I change the name of my site and also the tagline. Remember when I was installing WordPress, I mentioned that I'll not change the name over there, and I'll change it right here just to show you how to change the name of your WordPress website. I enter Tiku Express, and then the tagline, and in here is my web address, In a situation where you do not see HTTPS here, but you only see HTTP, you can just go ahead and enter the S as well as here. That is if you have SSL certificate for your web hosting. And this is my administration email. That is the email I use to set up WordPress. And the membership, I check this so that anyone can register on my website since I am making an e-commerce website. And going down, I click on Save Changes. Settings saved. Next, I go to permalinks. Currently, my permalinks is set to day and name. What this means is that I'll always see the year, month, and day as part of my URL. That is if I make blog post. And after that, I will now see the name of the post. I don't want this. This is not good for search engine optimization. So what I need to do is I select post name so that after the .com / I'll just get the name of my post title. So I go down, save changes. So that's it on setting up our WordPress website. The next thing I'm going to do is install a theme. Take note, a theme is basically the design and layout of your WordPress website. So to install a new theme, I go to Appearance and I click on Themes. Let me exit out of here in order to keep things clean. So before we install our new theme, let's take a look at the existing theme we have on our website. So I right click on my website name, open link in a new tab. So this is my theme. That is the current theme I'm using. So I'll go back to my dashboard, and to install a new theme, I click on Add New, and under Search Themes, I search for Blocksy, and Blocksy is right here. This is one of the best themes in the WordPress repository. I like Blocksy. This is my personal opinion. I'm not being paid to say this. I click on Install. It is installed. I activate. Now our theme is installed and activated. Let's refresh our website to see the new look and feel of our website. So this is how our new look and feel is. Alright, now exit out of here. Now it is recommended that we install Blocksy Companion, where we get extra functionality on our website. That is when you want to use Blocksy theme. So I'll just go ahead and click on Install Blocksy Companion. So if you don't want to miss important updates, you can allow and continue. I'll skip for now. And in here, I can go to starter size. So if you want to install a pre-made website, you can choose from this templates right here. In here, you can also find some extensions that will extend the functionality of your Blocksy theme and other useful plugins right here. Awesome. But we are not going to use any of this for now. We'll try to build everything from scratch. So that's it on installing a theme. The next thing we are going to do is to install some plugins. So I'll go over to Plugins, Add New. The first plugin I'm going to install is Elementor. Elementor is the page builder that we'll use in order to design our website. It has over 5 million active installations and is the most popular website builder in the WordPress repository. I click on Install now. And aside the Elementor page builder, we'll also install other plugins that will also add extra functionalities or features to the Elementor page builder. And one is right here, premium add-ons for Elementor, Elements Kit Elementor add-ons. So let's wait for it to install. Elementor is installed, so I go ahead and install the rest. So I'll install premium add-ons for Elementor and then Elements Kit Elementor add-ons. Okay, they are installed. The next plugin I'll install is Printful. Printful is the plugin we use to connect our store to the printful.com website so that we'll be able to pull our products from there. So I install now. Take note, I am not activating the plugins. I want to activate all of them at once. The last plugin I'll install is WooCommerce. WooCommerce is the plugin that we use to add our products into our store. I install now. So now that all my plugins are installed, I'll go to install plugins to activate them at once. So I'll select all of them by clicking here, go to bulk actions, activate, then apply. So all my plugins are activated. And at the menu here, you see WooCommerce, Elementor, Elements Kit, and then Printful, as well as premium add-ons for Elementor. So these are the important plugins we installed. Alright, now that we have activated all our plugins, let's go ahead and set up WooCommerce. So to do that, I click on WooCommerce right here, and it will take me to the setup wizard. So in here, I enter my store's address. I click on continue. I'm not setting up the account for a client. No thanks. So which industry am I going into? I choose fashion, home, and furniture. And that's it. Continue. So what type of product will I be selling? I will selling only physical products. I can go ahead and add downloadable products in future, but I don't want to do that now, so I continue. How many products do I plan to display? I don't have any product yet, and I'm not selling anywhere, and I don't need all these marketing tools for now. Continue. Now WooCommerce would like me to choose the theme I want to use. I'll choose my active theme, and I don't want to install Jetpack, so no thanks. So this is just a quick setup of WooCommerce. So I can go ahead and add products, set up payment, set up tax, set up shipping, and also personalize my store. I'm not going to do any of this now because I'll be getting my product from a third-party fulfillment company. And this brings us to a point where we'll connect our website to a third-party fulfillment company where we'll get our products for our website. And for that, we'll be using Printful. Printful is the print-on-demand company I recommend. There are other ones, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we are going to use Printful to sell on our store. So next thing I want to do is to sign up on Printful so that we get our product listed over there and connect it to our store. So to do that, I open a new tab and I enter ticopages.com/Printful. I'll leave this link in the description down below. This is an affiliate link. If you use it and sign up on Printful, I'll get a commission, and I appreciate it. Thanks in advance. I hit enter. So with Printful, you can create and sell custom products online, and they have tons of products you can choose from. And take note that this video is not for a niche video. That is, I'm not going to tell you which niche or which kind of products you need to sell on your store. I'm only going to teach you how to set up a print-on-demand website so that you can start selling immediately. So what we need to do now is sign up on Printful. So we click on Start Selling, and there are no upfront fees. So you can sign up with Facebook, Gmail, Apple, or you can sign up using your email. So in here, I enter my full name, my email address, and then password. And I agree to the Printful terms of service and privacy policy, and I don't want to receive updates from Printful, so I click on sign up. So now I need to tell Printful about myself. So what would you like to do with Printful? I choose my answer. I want to start my first e-commerce business. Then I click on finish. So now I've signed up. The next thing to do is confirm my email address. So let's go and do that. So here's the message, confirm email address. I open it up and I click on confirm email address. Email confirmed successfully. So now let's go ahead with step number 3, that is to create our product template. So to do that, I click on product templates right here. I scroll down, then I click on create your first product templates. So in here, I have so many collections to choose from. That is men's clothing, women's clothing, kids and youth clothing, house, accessories, home and living, collections and brands. So remember, this video tutorial is not to show you which particular products you should sell is just to show you how to create your print on demand website. So I'll choose home and living for now. And under home and living, we have a bunch of categories we can choose from. And I'll pick frame posters for now. So these are the various frame posters I have. And take note, whatever will be displayed to you will depend upon your location. So per my location, I think this is what I have. And I'll always advise that you go in for the best selling one. So I choose the first one. So in here, you have the options to select either vertical frame, as you can see here, or horizontal. I'll use horizontal for now. You can also choose from black or white frame. I'll select all colors so that my buyers can choose from either black or white. And these are the various sizes the frame will come with. You can choose whichever sizes you want right here. I want to select all, or maybe I'll remove 18 by 18, 18 by 24, and 24 by 36. And I'll keep the rest. So next up, I choose my file, then I upload, and I'll choose this image, click on open. So as you can see here, I was testing out some product earlier. So I think I'll go ahead and use this one for now so that later I'll pick this one. It's just the same. So I click on place. All right. So as you can see down here below, there's no problem with any of the frame size I selected. So if there were to be an error, it will be indicated right here. So you can also go ahead and adjust your images. You can place them the way you want. You can use alignment. So I click on center vertically and also center horizontally so that it will place perfectly well in the middle. I can also use the holders here to reduce the size or increase the size. But I should make sure that you don't see white space right here. So I'll increase the size a bit so that the white space will go off. Increase here too a bit, just like that. And I'll use the alignment again to make sure that it is placed well. Perfect. So I click on continue. So in here, you give your product a title. So the system is just giving us frame poster. So I can say perfect. Then I click on save product template. Okay, my product is added and Printful is still doing its thing at the background. I think it has to do with my internet connection. Now I'll go ahead and create another product. And when you see this thing, it's not anything, just leave it and continue working. It's just a little glitch. So I'll add another home and living product, which is also a frame poster. And I'll choose the best selling one, obviously. I choose horizontal. I'll select all colors. Why not? So for the sizes, I uncheck 24 by 36. And I'll go ahead and choose my file. Take note, earlier on, I inserted a particular image. So I'll just go ahead and use it. Okay, I've already shown you how to place your image to fit well in your frame. So I don't want to do that again. So I click on continue. Now save the product template. Product template created. So far I've created 2 products. Let me create another kind of product, maybe a t-shirt. So I choose this and I'll go in for men's clothing. I go for all shirts. I'll choose this, one of the best sellers. So in here you can choose a printing technique. You can choose printing, that is DTG or embroidery. So whichever one you want. I'll go in for printing for now. And in here, I don't want to choose all colors, so I'll just select the colors I want. So black is already selected. I add white. Then I choose my file, upload. Then I choose this, open. This uploaded. I place it. So I can reduce the size. Awesome. I take it up a bit. I think this is cool. All right. Let's see the black. Awesome. You can also go ahead and design the back if you want. So you can place another picture here, or you can even write some text. However, when you add the back, the price will increase. Let's see that. So I add some text. 2 beds. So you see that from 12, the price has increased to $18.90. And you see the addition right here. You can change the color of the text, maybe white. You can place it wherever you want. You can also design the outside label. You get the concept. But I don't want my clients to pay more, so I'll remove the back and just stick to the front for now. So I continue, save the product. Now let me add the final product since you've gotten the concept. And I'll go in for men's clothing again, all shirts. I'll choose the bestseller. And this time around, I'm going to use the design from Printful. So I'll go to design. Maybe first of all, I'll choose the colors. Then I go to design. And I'll use clip art from Printful. And I have a bunch of clip arts to choose from. Maybe butterfly, why not? Now increase the size. Always make sure your image is in the print area. Black. So because of the black t-shirt, I'll change the color. So let's choose a color that will fit well for the black and white. So let me go in for yellow. Awesome. Let's see the white. I think this is beautiful. Maybe I want to add some text. So I'll add text. Now I'll reduce the size from here. Maybe I'll make it the yellow. Alright. So I'll increase the size. And I can change the font face maybe to something funny. Let's see this. Enter butterfly. The yellow butterfly. And I'll go ahead and change the text color to my yellow so that it will fit well in the black t-shirt. Awesome. Continue. Save product templates. Awesome. So now we have some few products, and the next thing we are going to do is to connect our store to Printful. So if you go to the dashboard, see that we have done all these three. Next, we connect our store. So to do that, first of all, let me exit out of here. I'll go back to the back end of my website. Then I click on Printful. Remember, Printful is one of the plugins we installed earlier. And now we are going to connect WooCommerce to Printful. So I click on connect. Then I click on approve. So in here, if you haven't signed up on Printful yet, this is where you do that. And if you check up here, you already have an account. Continue with your Gmail or email. Now click on continue. Now click on connect to my email. And now Printful is syncing WooCommerce. So this will connect in a moment. Awesome. So now add your first product to Diku Express. We are not going to do that because we have already created some product templates right here, and we can send all these products to our store. So I'll just click on add to store. Take note, you need to do this one after the other. So in here, you need to finalize your design, and you can also go ahead and choose the colors from here again. Remember, we selected black and white. Maybe I'll add blue. Okay, these variations are discontinued and won't be pushed to your store. Let me uncheck it. I'll just stick with the black and white for now. And the sizes, you can choose whatever sizes you want. So if you don't want any particular size, you just uncheck it just like that. But I'll keep all sizes, and I proceed to mockups. So in here, you can choose whichever one you want as your main mockup. So it is selecting the white. I'll go in for the black, and you can choose your mockup styles from here. Maybe, okay, beautiful, gentleman. All right. Or maybe you don't want anybody to be wearing the shirt. All right, something like that. But I think the first one looks cool. And then going down, you can add additional mockup styles. So I'll choose this beautiful lady. Okay, I think that's cool. So you can either choose to use JPEG or PNG. If you use PNG, you get a transparent background, but the size will be bigger. So I'll stick to JPEG. So I proceed to details. Okay, here I need to enter my title again. So butterfly, and this is your product description, and I think it's okay. Product category, take note, we are seeing uncategorized here because we've not specified any categories in our store yet. We can do that later, it doesn't really matter. So I click on proceed to pricing. So this is where you set the prices to your products, and these various prices you see here are printful prices, and then your retail price, that is the price you'll be selling on your store, and this will be your profits when you sell any of the respective sizes. So for instance, if I want to reduce the profit margin here, I can just go ahead and reduce the price. So if I reduce to 14, you see that the profit margin is now $1. So let me stick to the 18. Why not? Or maybe I'll keep this one to at 18, 18, 18. Okay, the extra large, I will leave it at 19. 2XL, maybe 21 or 20. Then triple XL, 22. And finally 24. Okay, submit to store. Let's go to our store, and I'll go to products. So the product is still adding up. That's why you see private. When it is finished, you see the image, and you see that it is published. Let's refresh again. Okay, so it is in stock now, and it is published, and we can view it on our store. So I right click on view, open link in a new tab. Awesome, beautiful. This looks fantastic, and I can choose my colors, and then choose my size, and it will give me the white color. Can increase the quantity, add to cart. This is beautiful, awesome. So now that we are here, I'll just go ahead and add my categories. So I'll go to categories. So I'll create some shirts, and I click on add new category. Posters,
add marks. I'll be adding some marks later to my store. Maybe I'll keep this for now. So I'll go back to all products and I'll quickly edit my product to assume its rightful category. So it's not uncategorized now. Now it is under t-shirts. I can also go ahead and give my products a short description so that I'll have some description display right here. So I'll grab this, let's copy it and I paste it in here. Perfect. Update. Let's refresh it to see the changes. So the short description is right here. Perfect. So now I'll go ahead and add the rest of the products to my store and get back to you. Okay, now I've added some products and also submitted them to my store. As you can see here, I have a bunch of products in here, about 19 products, and they are all displayed on my shop page right here. Perfect. So now that that is done, let's go ahead and configure WooCommerce. Now if I go to maybe one of the products, choose the color I want and also the size, add to cart, view the cart, I proceed to checkout. So in here you see that I don't have any payment gateway available and also shipping information. Remember, a third-party company, that is Printful, will be fulfilling our orders, so we need to charge some shipping. That will be calculated by Printful automatically, and also we need a payment gateway in order to receive payments from our buyers. So let's see how we can configure all that. So I go back to the back end, then I go to WooCommerce, then I click on settings. So first of all, let's go through the general tab. So this is my store address and everything is set. So selling locations, defaultly it is set to sell to all countries. You can decide to sell to specific countries. So when you choose that, you need to list the countries you want to sell to. But here is the case, Printful make deliveries all over the world, so I can sell to all countries without any worries. And the shipping locations too should be set to ship to countries you sell to. And the default customer address should be set to shop-based address. So you can decide to enable taxes if you want. Before you set up taxes, you need to find out in your country how taxes are calculated so that you won't have problems. Coupons, you may not want to enable coupons, but I will leave it checked for now so that in future if I want to work with coupons, I can easily configure them. And the currency, you can choose whatever currency you want. I'll leave it as dollars since it is accepted worldwide. Currency position left. Alright, thousand separator, I'll put comma. Decimal separator, I'll put dot. Number of decimals, I'll make it 2. Then I click on save changes. Perfect. Now I go to products. So in here you need to make sure that the shop page is set to the shop page right here. Now in here you can decide to redirect to the cart page after successful addition to cart, but I don't want to do that. There are instances visitors will want to add more than one product to their cart before they can check out. So I'll leave it unchecked and I'll leave the rest as they are. Then I save changes. Next I click on inventory. So in here you can decide to uncheck enable stock management. Since we are not going to manage the stock ourselves, everything will be done by Printful, so we don't need to actually manage stock, but you can just check it. It doesn't really make any difference. Then I click on save changes. I'm not going to downloadable product because I'm not going to sell any downloadable products. Next I go to tax. Now in here defaultly the tax rate is set to no. I will enter prices exclusive of tax. Now if you are into business to business, I would advise you choose this option, but if you are into business to consumer, always go in for yes, I will enter prices inclusive of tax so that you don't charge your buyers separately when it comes to tax payments. So I'll check this, and taxes should be calculated based on customer shipping address. And I'll leave the rest as they are. Then I click on Save Changes. So I'm not going into the tax rates in here. Next, I go to shipping. So in here, this is where you set your shipping methods and stuff for WooCommerce. But since everything will be done by Printful, let's set Printful shipping. So I click on it. Then I enable this shipping method and click on Save Changes. So all calculations based on shipping will be done by Printful depending upon where the customer is. So how much the shipping cost will be will depend upon where the customer is making the order from. Next, I go to payments. I'll enable PayPal. You don't want to use bank transfer, check payment, and cash on delivery. Don't make that mistake. So I check PayPal and I click on Save Changes. Let me go ahead and manage it. So make sure here it is enabled, and in here I enter my PayPal email address. That is the email address I use to create PayPal. Take notice that PayPal doesn't work in some countries. For instance, I'm in Ghana, PayPal doesn't work here, but I'm just putting this email address just to show you how things work. Awesome. So I'll leave the rest as they are, then I click on Save Changes. Now let's go to Accounts and Privacy. So in here, I want to allow customers to log into an existing account during checkout. I'll also allow customers to create an account during checkout, and the rest I leave them as they are. I click on Save Changes. Next, I go to Emails. So in here, you need to set your new order email address, cancelled order email address, and also failed order email address. You can set that by going to Manage under each one of them. So in here, you enter the recipient's email address in here. So you may want to get a professional email address from your domain name. You can set that up by going to your web hosting account. So when you enter the email address here, you click on Save Changes. I'll leave this email address here for now. So I click on Save Changes. Then I go back to emails. So when you are sending emails from your website, what do you want to see? So I leave the name of my website, that is Diku Express, and then the from email address. In here too, you may want to enter your professional email address that you'll be creating from your domain name. And finally here, I don't want to see WooCommerce as part of the messages I'll be sending to my clients. In here, you can set this base color to any of the colors on your website. Alright. So when that is done, you click on Save Changes. Integration, we don't do anything there, as well as advanced. However, for advanced, you need to make sure that your cart page is set to cart, your checkout page is set to checkout, and then my account page is set to my account. If you have terms and conditions, you can select the page here and click on Save Changes. Awesome. So now that we are done setting up WooCommerce, let's go ahead and design our home page. So as you can see, if I go to the home page of my website, you see that there's nothing in here. So you need to create a page and let WordPress know that this particular page you are creating is now your new home page. And with that particular page, we can design it the way we want. So to do that, I'll exit out of here and also from Printful. Then I go to Pages. So take note, these are the various pages we have, that is after you install WooCommerce. So we can click on Add New to create our new page. I exit out of here. I'll just name it Home. You can give it whatever name you want. I go to Page Attributes. Under Template, I choose Elementor Full Width. And I click on Publish. Publish again. The page is published. Let's view it. So now we need to make this page our home page, because as you can see, it's not our home page yet. So after the domain name, you see /home. We need to make it in such a way that we only see the domain name. So if I click on the website name now, it will take me to the main home page, and this is not what we want. So now let's assign our page as the home page of our website. So I go to the back end, go to dashboard, now scroll down to settings, then reading. Under your homepage displays, I choose a static page instead of your latest post. So under homepage here, drop down the arrow and choose my page, that is home. Then I click on save changes. Now to locate our page again, we go to pages, and now we have the home page, which is now our front page. Let's view it. You see that our URL is now the main domain without the /home. Okay, so let's edit our page. Let's go ahead and edit it with Elementor. Remember, Elementor is the page builder we are going to use to design our website. So we've opened with Elementor. At the left hand side are the widgets that we'll use to create our designs. And here is our canvas where all our designs will be placed. Design with Elementor has to do with sections and columns. So all these elements you see right here can be placed in sections. So let's begin by demonstrating. So I can start by inserting a column from here, and I have the opportunity to choose from these particular column structures. Assuming I want a single column, I'll click on it. Now go to elements where I have my widgets. I can drag in the heading element, and I can change the text from here. Okay, I can center it. If I need a button, I'll go back to elements and I'll drag in the button. I can also go back to element and drag in some text, maybe in between the heading and the button. You see that. And I can change the color of the background, that is the whole section, by clicking on these 6 dots right here. And I go to style, and the background, I go to color, and I can choose any color that I want. Awesome. You see that. So after choosing the color, I can now go back to my text and change the text colors, maybe to white. Can go ahead and change this one to white. And then my button, I can change the color, that is the background color, to red. I can go ahead and center it. So this is how basically Elementor works. I hope you've gotten the idea. I can also go and insert an image right here. Click on it to insert my image. Awesome. So I hope you get the concept now. So let's exit out of here, start our design afresh. So first of all, I insert a single column structure. So as soon as I insert, it will give me the edit section pane. I go to height, that is under layout, and choose minimum height, and I change it from 400 to 500. Then the section here, I'm going to fill it with a picture. So I go to style, and the background, I click on classic. So first of all, remember here, you can use a color that you want. All right. So if I'm going to use the color of this website, I will choose FFB 500. So this is the color of my website, but I don't want to use this for now. I want to fill it with a picture. So I go to choose image right here, upload files, select files. Now go to the desktop, and this is the picture I want to use. Open. It is uploaded. I insert media. Perfect. So under position, you can choose center, left, center, sorry, center left, center right. So depending upon how I want my design to look like, so I'll just keep it as default. And then the size, I choose cover so that it will fit very well. So I can collapse the arrow from here to see how it looks. Perfect. Now I want to add some text in here, so I click on these dots right here to take me to elements. Then I grab in the heading element. I center it and I change the text to, then I go to style. I change the text color to white. Okay. Then typography, I change it to Oswald. No, I don't want this. Let me change it to Engelbert. I change it to Engelbert. And the font size, I make it 95. Awesome. Next, I go back to elements again and I drag in the heading element. And I change my text. I'll type this pretty quick. Alright, I've typed my text. I'll center it, go to style, and the text color, I make it white. Then typography, click on the pencil icon and I change it to Montserrat right here. The size, I make it 24. Perfect. Now you see that my texts are not showing clearly, so I want to add a background overlay to the image here. So I click on the 6 dot right here, that is edit section, and I go to background overlay. In the background type, I choose classic, then color, I make it black. I think this is awesome. So let me go back to elements and I drag in the button element. I center it and I change the size from small to medium. And what do I want to see on the button? I'll enter shop now in capital letters. Perfect. And I go to style, typography. I choose Montserrat right here. In the weight, I make it bold. And then the letter spacing, you see that the letters are sort of close. I make it 2. Now the background color, I reduce the color way down so that it will be transparent. Meanwhile, I'll change the border type to solid so that I'll have an outline on my button. Then border radius, I make it 25 so that it will be circular like a pill. And then I'll give it a shadow. After clicking on the pencil icon, the shadow is already selected. Now instead of making the shadow outline, I'll make it inside. You see that how the inside is now dark. Let me make it outline. Watch the button. Now watch the button. You see that the inside is clear, but if I make it insert, it will be darker a bit. I exit out of here. Now if people hover on the button, how do I want it to behave? So I go to hover, then hover animation, I make it grow. Awesome. Perfect. And this particular button, I'm going to link it to my shop page. So I go back to content and the link, I just enter shop. The page will appear. I select it. Let me have a look at my design. Perfect. So I think my hero section is done. I click on update. I can preview it. Awesome. Very nice and neatly designed. So I go back to Elementor. Next thing I'm going to do is design a featured categories section. So to do that, I go to insert a new section, then I choose the 3 columns structure. I go to elements, and I search for banner, and I have this premium banner, and we are getting this as a result of installing premium add-ons for Elementor. So I drag it in here. So this is how it will behave when I hover on it. First of all, let me insert an image for the category. So I'll choose from my images here. Okay, I'll go for this. Insert. And the image size, you can choose whatever size you want from the list here. I'll leave it as full. And I'm going to make the whole of this card a link. So if I put any link here, for instance, the shop page, and I hover here, everything will be turned into a link. But I don't want to use an existing page. I want to make it a custom link by toggling on this. So we'll get the link later. The effect, if people hover on it, how should it behave? So you can choose from the various effects here. This is effect 4. Let's see 3. Okay, beautiful. 8, perfect. Okay, I'll go in for effect 6. Awesome. All right. You see how the square is appearing on it? I don't want it that way. I want it to be static. That is the square. So I'll enable always hovered. All right. Meanwhile, I'll change the hover effect to zoom in. Perfect. I like this. Next, let's work on the content. So I go to content. The title, I'll remove premium banner and enter framed posters in capital letters. And then the description, I'll enter gallery, hit enter, then shop now. Perfect. Let's style everything under style. Now the background color, I want to make it black. Sorry. And then the opacity, I'll reduce it so that it will be a bit darker. Maybe 0.5. Awesome. But if I hover on it, I want it to be more darker than what we are seeing currently. So the hover opacity, I reduce that to 0.2 or maybe 0.4. Awesome. Now the border here, if I want, I can increase the size maybe to 2. You see that? I think this is awesome. I'll leave it like this. Now I want to change the colors of the text. So I go to title first, color, I choose white, and the typography, I make it Montserrat. Perfect. And the size, I'll make it 35 or maybe 40. I exit out of here, and then the description, I change the color to white, and the typography, I make it Montserrat. Maybe I can make it bolder, and the weight bold. And I'll increase the line spacing. I think 2 will be perfect. Now let's center everything. So I go back to content. Under content here, I scroll down. Then under alignment, I make it center. Awesome. So now that this is created, I can duplicate it for the rest of the columns. So I right click, copy, right click, paste, right click, paste. Then I'll go ahead and change the text and the images. So I click on the first one, the image. So this one I'll choose a t-shirt. So I put a printed t-shirt there. So which one should I choose? Okay, I'll go with this. Insert. I'll scroll down to content. Then the title, I make it printed. Sorry, printed t-shirts. Awesome. Then in here, I change the image to a mug. Maybe this. Insert. Now I go down to content. Change it to printed marks. Awesome. Now I want to create spacing in between the hero section and the categories. So I click on edit section right here, go to advanced, I unlink the values under padding, then top, I make it 50, bottom 50, so that I'll have a space up here and also down here. I update. So always make sure to click on update when you make any changes. Now I want to change the background color of the categories. So I go to style and under background type, choose classic. and then go to color. So in here, I'll enter the color I want to use. So I enter D8, D8, D8. Perfect. So this is some sort of gray color. I update, and let's have a preview of our work. Awesome. Neatly designed. I like this. I go back. Now it's time to link our categories to their various categories. So I'll go to the back end of my website. Take note, it's going to be product categories. So I go to products, then categories. So these are the various categories I have. Remember, we are using frame, posters, mugs, and shirts. We are not going to use accessories. And look at this, notebooks is under accessories. We are only concentrating on these three. So first of all, frame posters. So if you want to copy the link, you can just point on view right here, right click on it, copy link. I'll go back to Elementor, click here, now paste my link right here. I'll go back and grab t-shirts, right click on view, copy link, go back to Elementor, click on printed t-shirts, and paste the link in here. And finally, Max, right click, copy link, go back to Elementor, click here, right click, paste, update. Let's take a look at our preview. So if I click on frame posters, it will take me to all my frame posters. Awesome, you see that. Now let's go back to the home page. I click on printed t-shirts. It will take me to all my printed t-shirts page. Go back to home, and Max will also take me to the Max page. Beautiful. So I go back to Elementor to finish up my design. So now I want to insert a section for some of my products. Maybe I'll call them top products. So I click on the plus icon here, and I choose single column. First of all, I'll type in a heading for my section. So I'll go to elements. Right here, I search for heading, and I'll grab the premium dual heading. And take note, you see we have PA here, meaning we are getting this particular widget as a result of the premium add-ons for Elementor. So we are making good use of that particular plugin. I drag it in here. Now I have first heading and second heading. The first heading, premium, I will make it top in caps. And then the second heading, I will make it products. Then I go to style, the typography, I change it to Montserrat. That is for first heading, take note. And the color, I'll just enter my color code FFBF00. I exit out of here. And then the second heading, I change it to Montserrat as well. Awesome. And the color, I make it completely black. Next, I go back to elements and I search for tab. Just tab. Take note, we have so many tabs, but I'm looking for this, that is eKit. And we are getting this widget as a result of installing the Elements Case plugin. So I drag it and drop it under my title. So this navigation items, I align it center, and the tab content, I click on the first one, that is WordPress, and I change the title to posters. I don't need the icon, so I choose none. So in here, I want to get some products related to posters. So what I need to do is I go to Google and I search for WooCommerce shortcodes right here. And I choose the first one, that is docs.woocommerce.com. So I'll scroll down to example of product scenarios. So I have random sale items. I don't want this. Featured products, best selling, newest products, specific categories. Okay, I think I want specific categories because I want to display only posters. So I select it, right click, copy, come back to Elementor. Now in here, you are not going to paste it here, otherwise it won't work. Take note, we are using visual, So you need to click on text, click in here, then paste. Now under category, the code is giving us hoodies and t-shirts, but we don't have any hoodies in our product, but we have t-shirts and we are not going to use t-shirts in here. So I click after t-shirts, remove everything up to hoodies. So already it's giving me some products, but everything is mixed up. We have t-shirts, mugs, and frame posters. I only need frame posters. Framed dash posters. Take note, I've typed frame posters because I know how my category looks like. Now, if you want to confirm how your category looks like, let's go back to the back end of our website, the products categories. So these are my frame posters, and you see the slag. You see that I have frame dash posters. For marks, I have only marks. For shirts, I have shirts. So that's why I got to type this. So go back to Elementor and see that after typing frame posters, you see everything related to posters in here. Perfect. So according to the shortcode, the number of limits is 8. You can change it. Maybe I want 4. You see that. Or I want 5. So 1 is down here. The number of columns is 4 currently. Let's make it 5 so that everything will be in one line. Awesome. Perfect. So this particular tab is done. So I collapse this. Now I go to the next one. I change this to t-shirts in caps. I don't need the icon. So I can go back here to posters and copy the shortcode so that we edit it afterwards. So I go to text. Now remove everything from here, paste. So take notice that this one too will give me frame posters when I click on t-shirts. So all what I need to do is remove frame posters and enter shirts. Let's check it up. Awesome, beautiful. And I'll leave the columns and limit as 5 and 5 respectively. Perfect. Finally, I make this max in caps. Don't want the icon. Now go to text, remove all this, then paste my shortcode. Now remove frame posters and enter max. Let's check it up by clicking on max. Perfect. Awesome. I update. Now up here, I'll create a space and down here as well. Oops, I think I've moved my title. So I click on the pencil icon and drag it up. Drop it. Awesome. So to create the padding, I click on the edit section right here. Then I go to advanced. I unlink the values and the padding. Top, I'll give it 50. And then bottom, I'll give it 50. Perfect. Update. Let's have a look. Awesome. Okay, t-shirts. Perfect. Then marks. Perfect. I'll go back to Elementor and finally I will insert the last section. So I click on plus icon and I choose 3 columns. So this section I'm going to enter shipping information, delivery, and then secure payment. So I go to elements. I search for icon box right here. I think I'll use this one. I drag and drop. Then icon position, I make it left. And then under style, I go to content. And then vertical alignment, I make it middle. Now let me go back to content. So under heading, I enter worldwide shipping. And then the description, we provide shipping throughout the world at your convenience. So I'll change this icon to shipping related icon. So I search for, can I get ship? I think I'll just use a van. Perfect. And then the view, I change it to framed or maybe stacked. Stacked is good. Now I'll change the size of the icon to 30. All right. I change the size of the title to 20 and I leave the description as it is. So I think this is good. I just copy, right click, copy, then paste in here, paste. Now go ahead and change the icons and the text. So I'll do this pretty quick and get back to you. Alright, everything is finished. Now change the background of the whole section. So I click on edit section right here, go to style and the background type. I go to classic and the color I choose T8. Perfect. Then advanced, I create some spacing, that is padding. I unlink the values first. I make this 25, that is top and bottom 25. Maybe I can make it 50. So 50 for bottom and 50 for top. This is perfect. I update. Let's have a view. Perfect. Awesome. So my home page is done. Now let's make it mobile friendly. So I go back to Elementor. Now I click on responsive mode right here. So starting from the top, printed as and nature shop is not well placed. So I go to style, then typography. I click on the pencil icon and the size I make it 30. No, maybe 40. 40 is cool and it is done. Edit this one too by clicking on it, then style, click on the pencil icon and the typography and I make it 15. This is awesome and the button is perfectly placed. Now let's work on the categories, that is the featured categories. So I select this, so I go to style, now scroll down to title and the typography I make this 20. I exit out of here, description, typography I make it 12. Perfect. So now that this is done, I don't need to repeat the same thing for the rest of the two. I right click, copy, right click on this, paste style, right click, paste the style. Perfect. What did I do? Okay, I think this is duplicated. Let me just take it off, right click, delete. Awesome. So I have frame posters, printed t-shirts and printed mugs. Perfect. And then top products, I think this is cool. Or should I make it in one line? First heading, the typography, make it 25. Second heading, typography 25. Perfect. Now let's fix this. I don't want it this way. That is the navigation items. So I click on it. The style, navigation items. I don't need the border type. So I remove it by choosing none. Okay, let me take back to desktop mode to edit it. Now the title color, I make it black. And the active one, I change it to my yellow color, FFBF00. Perfect. So whichever one is active will assume that color. Awesome. So let me take it back to responsive mode. I don't like this arrangement. So first of all, I'll take it back to desktop mode, and under padding, I link the values together. So you see that the space is closed. Let's view it on mobile again. And I think this is cool. So if I have another category right here, maybe accessories, it will place well. Perfect. The product is cool. And then the shipping information. All right, this is perfect. Let's see how it looks on tablets right here. So starting from the top, and I think this is cool. I don't need to do anything in here, but if you want to change it, it's the same procedure. Just click on it, then you go to style, then you can change the size from here. This is fine for me, so I go to the next stage. This is ugly, so I choose this one first. I go to style and the title. I change the typography to, let's see, 20. I'll go with 20. And then the description typography, I make it 15. 15 is not good. Maybe 10. I think 10 is good. So I right click, copy, right click, paste style, right click, paste style. Perfect. This is cool. I don't need to do anything in here. And right here, it is messy. What do? I click on the column here. Then under layout, I change the column width to 100. And I do the same thing to the rest of them. Well, let me make this one 50. Fast delivery 50. And then secure payment 2. I make it 50. So that I have one on top and 2 bottom. Wow, this is not good. I just make everything 100. And finally, this one 200. Perfect. And I update and I exit from responsive mode. Awesome. So that's it. This is how I want my home page. And now that the home page is done, I'll go ahead and create the rest of my pages starting from the About Us page. So let me exit out of Elementor. So I go to the 3 lines here, exit to dashboard. I'll exit out of here and here as well. So I'll go to the WordPress logo to take me back to the dashboard. So I'll create my About page. I click on Add New. In the title, About Us, and the page attributes, I choose Elementor full width and the template. I publish it, publish again, and I edit it with Elementor. Okay, let's go ahead and create our About Us page. And I'm going to move pretty quick since we already know how to use Elementor. So first of all, I insert a new section and I'll choose a single column. I give it a minimum height of 400. Now I'll fill it with an image. So I go to style, background type, I choose classic and then choose image. Upload files, select files, and I'm going to use this particular image. Select it, open, I insert media. I'll make the size cover and I give it a background overlay of black. I choose color from here. Awesome. Next, I go to elements and I drag in the heading element. I change the text to About Us in capital letters. I center it, go to style, change the text color to white, and then typography, I click on the pencil icon and I change it to Montserrat. I'll increase the size to 50. Next, I go to elements again and I drag in the inner section right here because I need 2 columns. And in the first column, I drag in the text editor. In order to move fast, I will just duplicate this dummy content so that I wouldn't bore you with my slow typing. So I can change this later. So in here, I'll insert an image. So I go to elements, drag in the image element, I click on it here. I can choose an image from here, maybe this. I click on insert media. I want to get a similar section under the first one. So what I do is I duplicate this one, right click on edit section, I click on duplicate. Perfect. However, I want the image to be at the left hand side and the text to be at the right hand side. So what I do is I just click on the pencil icon, drag it in here, I drop, then I come back here, click on the pencil icon, drag it in here. Perfect. And I change this image just by clicking on it. Perfect. Take note, creating pages like about us does not have a specific format. You can just give it any layout you want depending upon how you want your page to look like. So I'll go ahead and duplicate this section again, and I put printed marks there. Before I do that, let me switch the positions, image here and then text here. I click on the image to change it. Perfect. Now I want to change the background color of the middle section. So I select edit section here, and I go to style, and the background, I choose the color, and in here I enter GADAD8. Let's have a look. Beautiful. And I click on update. I preview it. Now I'll create some space down here below and also up here. I go back to Elementor. So I select the outer section, edit section, advanced. I unlink the values and the padding, and top I make it 50, bottom 50. Perfect. Now I want to align the text in here and the image in the middle so that the text will be in the middle of the image. So to do that, I click on edit section on that particular section. Then I go to vertical align and I choose middle. Perfect. So I'll go ahead and do the same thing to the rest of them. All right. I update it. Perfect. Now I'll go ahead and create the final page, that is the contact us page. So to do that, I'll just go ahead and duplicate the about page, then I take it from there. I exit out of here. I click on these three lines, exit to dashboard. I click on the WordPress logo here to go to the dashboard. So I'll just go ahead and duplicate the about us page for the contact us page since it is going to take the same shape. So I click on PA duplicate. So we are getting this particular feature as a result of installing the premium add-ons for Elementor plugin. So I duplicate. So this is the duplicated page. Before I edit it with Elementor, let me click on quick edit. Then I change it to contacts. Then under status, I change it to publish and then update. So we now have our contact page. So I edit it with Elementor. So what I need to do is just change the heading here to contact us. And I'll go ahead and remove some of these sections right here. So I don't need this one. I'll just close it up and also close this one up. So I'll leave this and use it for my contact page. So I right click here, delete, that is on the pencil icon. I'll use this one, so I'll leave it. So first of all, I'll go to elements and drag in the heading elements, and I change the text to, and I'll reduce the text here. I'll just enter. So feel free to contact us through the contact details below or use our contact form. So we'll also get the contact form later on. Go back to elements and I search for icon box right here. So I drag it in here. Icon position, I make it left. Under style, I go to content. Then vertical alignment, I make it middle. I'll go to icon and the size, I make it 40. Now let's enter the contents and the contents tab. So the heading, I'll change it to, then the description, I'll put the physical address there. Okay, so the icon, I'll change it to building icon. I choose this, insert. Now change the color and the style, primary color. I enter FFB F00, that is my gold color. And I go to content, typography, I make it Montserrat. Now also decrease the size to 20. Then description, typography, I make it Montserrat as well, and the size is cool. Now I want to duplicate this icon box, duplicate. So I'll use one for phone number. So I select it, I enter phone, I enter my phone number. Now I change the icon to phone icon. Maybe I'll say mobile. Perfect. And finally, here I'll change it to email. Perfect. I update. Finally, I'll insert a contact form in here, but I don't have the form yet. So let's go ahead and create our contact form so that we can embed it here. So I will not exit out of this page. I'll just open my website again. Then I go to the back end. So in order to create the contact form, we need a plugin that will take care of that. So I go over to plugins, add new. Now I search for WP Forms. So contact form by WP Forms. It has over 4 million active installations. So I install now. It is installed. I activate. Alright, it is activated. So after activating it, you see WP Forms right here. You can go ahead and click on add new, or you can create your first form from here. They will all take me to the same place. So in here, I can design my form from scratch. Can use a template like the simple contact form. Can also create a newsletter sign up form and then suggesting form. There are additional templates down here which you can only use if you have the pro version of WP Forms. I'll use the free one for now, so I click on create simple contact form, and the form is already created. The only thing I need to do is just tweak it the way I want. So first of all, the name, I want a simple name, so I just select it. Then I go to name format, I choose simple. I'll also make the field stretch across to the end, just like we have comment or message right here. So I go to advanced, and the field size, I choose large. And then the placeholder, I enter your name, and I'll bring the asterisk to indicate that it is required, and I'll hide the label. Awesome. So this is how I want it. Now I'll do the same thing to email. So I'll do this pretty quick. And finally, the message field, I don't need comments, I only need message. So I select it, and I remove comment or message from here. I'll go to advanced. Okay, my form is finished. If you want to add more fields, you can go to add fields, and you can use any of these standard fields here. But I don't want to add extra fields, but a bit of demonstration. I'll click on numbers. It will appear right here. I can drag it to whichever position I want. Maybe I'll change numbers to phone so that I take users' phone numbers. I can also go ahead and stretch up the field and the advanced field size large. Awesome. But I don't need phone, so I just remove it. Okay. Just want to show you the possibility. Next, I go to settings, and under general, I can rename my contact form here. So instead of simple, I'll just make it contact form. Perfect. And then the submit button, I'll change it to send instead of submit. Now notifications, send to email address. So which email address do I want my messages to be sent to when users fill the form? If I leave this tag in here, the messages will be sent to the email address I used to set up WordPress. But if I don't want my messages to go there, I'll just enter any customized email over here. And then subject, I'll make a new entry, contact form. Perfect. And it should come from Diku Express. All right. And then from email to, that is the email address that the message will be sent from. And take note, leaving this tag means it will be sent from the email address you used to set up WordPress. I leave it as it is for now. Now go to confirmations. So this is the message users will see as soon as they submit the contact form. If you don't want to see this short message, maybe you want to take your users to a thank you page, you can go to confirmation type and choose go to URL, then you enter your thank you page right here. I'll leave it as message for now, and the message here too, you can tweak it to whichever form you want. So everything is set by my requirements. So I click on save. It is saved. So I exit out of here, or I can just go ahead and close this. But before I do that, let me show you our contact form. It's right here and it's having this short code. So to see your contact form on any page, you can embed this short code over there. But since we are building with Elementor, let's go to Elementor and embed it on. But before we do that, let's refresh our page so that it will tell Elementor that we have a new element coming in. So I go to elements, under search widget, I search for WP forms. So I have two options. This one is the default WordPress widget and this one is the Elementor widgets. So I drag this one in here. So in here, I drop down the arrow and select my contact form. So if you have so many forms, you need to choose from the particular one you are looking for. So I choose my contact form and it will be displayed right here. So my form is embedded. I click on updates. So now that we are done with creating our pages, that is the about us page and then the contact page, you can go ahead and customize our website. Take note, with e-commerce websites, you may want to have pages like privacy policy, terms and conditions, and also returns and refunds policies. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I will limit the pages to about us and contact us. Creating those various pages is just the same format. Whichever way you are going to use to get there is up to you. However, I will finally create those pages after this tutorial. That is, if I want to pursue this particular website. So now let's go ahead and customize our website. So to do that, click on customize. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a menu for my website. So I go down to menus under core. Now create a new menu. You see that this menu is not in order. And the menu name, I enter main menu and I'll assign it to header 1. Next, now add items. So I need home, contact, about, and then shop. So I'll rearrange them. So home first, shop will follow, followed by about us, and then contact. So if you are happy, you click on publish. So I go back. Take note, this is not a Blocksy tutorial, so I'm just going straight forward to whichever part I want to use in this particular tutorial. So next, I work on the home section. So I hover on it, then I click on main row here. So I'll get this particular section that I can use to customize my header. So the logo, I can position it wherever I want, like this. Just drag and drop, and I can pick my menu over here. You see that, but nobody will want to do this. So I just go ahead and place them how I want it. So menu will come right here. and I'll take my logo up here. Perfect. I already have the search icon here, as you can see here. So I go back and I need the cart button right here, and also my account, or account for short. So I drag it in here. Maybe I'll bring the search here. Sorry. All right. Then in here, I want to place social icons. So I grab social and I drop it in here. Perfect. Now let me go ahead and change my logo. So I click on the logo icon here. Then here I select logo. So I go to upload files, select files. I have my logo in here. Then I click on open. Now if you want to make your own logo, I have a link in the description down below that will show you how to make your own custom logo for free. The alt text, I will just put Jiku Express logo. Perfect. Now I click on select to appear right here. So after inserting the logo, I don't need the site title, so I toggle it off from here. I publish it. Now let me also go ahead and insert the site shortcut icon, that is the fave icon. So I go back, scroll down to site identity, and in here I select my site icon. So I go to upload files, select files, then I grab my logo. It is uploaded. I select, I click on crop image, or you can skip, whichever way, depending upon the size of your icon. So it is inserted and you can see it right here. I publish. Next I go and work on my menu items. So I click, upon hovering, you see this three dot icon here. I click on it. So currently it is using type 1. Let's see type 2. So with type 2, you see a line under the active menu. Type 3, you see that, and then type 4. I think I'll leave it as type 1, which is cool. You can also stretch the menu, but I don't want it this way. I'll toggle it off. Then item spacing, maybe I can make it 40 or maybe 50. Awesome. Now go to design. The font color, I make it black, completely black. And then the active color, I make it my gold or yellow color, FFB F00. And then the font family, I choose Montserrat right here. Now I'll click on the bottom row right here, that is the whole of this row. So bottom row, now go to design, top border. I choose this so that I'll have a border on top here. Perfect. And I think the fainted color is okay, or you can change it to whatever color you want. Maybe I'll choose this. All right, I think this is cool. Now let me also change the hover colors in here. I don't want this green color, so I click on the three dot icon. Now I go to design. The initial color is cool, so I change the hover color to FFBF00. So let me just go ahead and copy it for future use. Awesome. So I'll do the same thing to the icons here. Alright, everything is set. Now let me also work on the search button. So I click on it. Now when visitors use the search form, what results do I want to show to them? I only want to show products, so I uncheck post, pages, elements, kit items, widget, and then template. So it should only search for products. One last thing I want to do is to make my header a sticky header. So I go back to header. Now I go to headers, and the global header, I choose sticky functionality, and this is the active one, so it will only show the logo. Meanwhile, I'm not interested in the logo. You can explore all of them. So I'll choose only bottom row so that it will stick only the menus. Awesome. You see that? All right. I publish, and that's it for working on the header. Now let me also work on the footer section. So I click on edit right here, and I'll have the option to choose whichever region I want for my footer. So in here, I'll create a footer menu. So I'll go back. So I have footer menu. I drag it in here. Sorry for the highlighting. And I'll also grab some social icons here. So I go back. Socials. Perfect. However, this is not what I want for my footer menu. So I need to create a new menu. So I can just click on it. Then I go to select menu, and I assign the main menu to the footer menu. Awesome. Now I design it. The font color should be white. I have white here. And then the link color, the hover color should be my yellow color. Now I'll change the entire section to black. That is the background color. So I click on edit, and I go to design. So the row background color, I make it black. Awesome. And then I'll change the colors of the social icons by clicking on the three dot icon here. I go to design. The initial color be white, then the hover color, I make it my yellow color. And finally, I work on the copyright section. So I click on the three icons here, then powered by, I'll say Diku Pages Web Project. And the design, the initial color, I will make it white. The link color, if there are links, paste, then hover, paste. Meanwhile, I'll change the background to black by clicking on edit, then going to design, background row, I choose black. Meanwhile, there's some sort of transparency, so I drag this to the end. Awesome. Meanwhile, it's conflicting with the footer menu here, so I'll just reduce the color of the footer menu by going to edit, then design, click on the color. Maybe I'll reduce the opacity. Okay, I think this is cool. I publish. Okay, now that the header and footer has been customized, let me go ahead and customize the shop page. So I click on shop, then I go back, I go over to WooCommerce, and I click on product archives. So shop settings, this is what I'm using currently. As you can see in here, let me choose type 2. Let's see how that one appears. Okay, you see how type 2 is. I think it's cool. I think I'll stick to type 1. The number of rows, I want to make it 5. The number of columns should be 3, because I want to add some sidebar here. Sorry, I think I've changed the values. This is columns. So columns should be 3, and then rows should be 5. So I go down to sidebar. I enable it. So it will appear at the left, but I don't want it that way. So I click on the arrow here, and I choose sidebar left, so that I will display some widgets in here under the shop page. Perfect. I'll go back, and I leave the rest of the settings as they are. So I go back. Okay, let me go back to the product archives again. Page title, I click on the arrow. This is the title here. I can toggle off the title if I don't want it, but I think I need it. So let me go to design, and then the title font color, I want to make it white. Now container background, I want to set an image there. So I select image, and I use this, select. The image is not well placed, so I scroll down. Background size, I choose cover, and then image overlay color, I choose black, and I reduce the opacity. Okay, I think this is cool. I publish it. I go back. I go to general, buttons, design. I want to change the colors of the buttons. So background color, I change it to FFBF00. Then the hover, I make it the same thing, FFBF00, but I'll make it a little bit darker than the previous one. Now let me work on a single product page. So I'll select one of the products, then I go back to WooCommerce single product. I think I'll change it to normal width to narrow width. The picture in here is very big so that it will be smaller, as you can see now. If it is normal width, the image will be bigger in such a way that the visitor will have to scroll up and down in order to see the full image. So I choose the narrow width, and I also like the page boxed instead of white. Perfect. This is cool. Now if you go down in here, the product tabs, see that the underlying color is green. I don't want it green, so I scroll down to page elements, then product tabs, click on the arrow here, design, the active tab border, I change it to FFBF00. I like this. And the general link colors, I'll change it under colors. So if I hover, you see that. So let's go back to colors. I have colors here. Links, the initial color, FFBF00. As you can see here, and then the hover, FFBF00. Perfect. And I'll make the hover a little bit darker, just as we saw in the buttons. Perfect. I like this, and I publish. Finally, let me go ahead and change the font style for the shop page and then the single product page. So I go back and I go to typography. The base font, I want to make it Montserrat, and I'll change the size to 15. Awesome. Publish. Now I think the customization is done by my requirements. So I'll go ahead and add the WooCommerce widgets to the sidebar of the shop page. So I exit out of here. So I go to the back end of my website. First of all, let me do away with the WP Forms widget. So I go to screen options, WP Forms, I don't need it. Then I take off this. Now I go down to appearance, then I click on widgets. These widgets are the main sidebar widgets. I don't have any main sidebar because I don't have some block pages. So I'll just take them off so that in future when I get some block pages, I'll set them myself. Now I want to add some sidebar widgets to the WooCommerce sidebar so that it will appear on the shop page. So the first thing I want is product search. Right here, I drop down the arrow and I click on WooCommerce sidebar, add to widgets. Let's take a look. So I go to the name of my website and I right click visit store, open link in a new tab, and it is right here. Perfect. Now I go back. Next thing is filter products by price. Right here, drop it down, WooCommerce sidebar, add widgets, and then the title, you can give it whatever title you want. So done. Next I need product categories. Right here, so I set it to WooCommerce sidebar, add widgets. So the title, you can customize it the way you want. I want to show product counts, and then I click on save. Let's check it out. Perfect. Now you see that I have subcategories here. I don't want to display subcategories until I'm in the main category. So let me go back to widgets. Only show children of the parent category. Then save. Refresh. You see that we now have the main category. Let me get some products right here. So which kind of products do I want? Products, WooCommerce sidebar, add widgets. Then which product do I want to show? Maybe I'll just leave it as all products. And I want to show 5 products. Maybe here I can make it featured products. Then I save and then done. Done. And that's it. Refresh. Awesome. So I have my featured products right here. Perfect. Now that we are done with creating our widgets, let's go ahead and do some finishing touches. And there are 2 things I need to work on. That is a mobile menu and also insert links for our social icons. So first of all, let's put our site in a mobile view like this. So if I go to the hamburger menu right here, this is my mobile menu. And as you can see, it is not in the right shape. So let's see how we can create a mobile menu and make it perfect. So to create the mobile menu and also insert our social media links, I'll go to customize. Let me exit out of here. So I'm in the customizer settings. Currently it is on desktop view, so I make it mobile. I scroll down to menus and I create new menu. In here I enter the menu name, mobile menu, and I assign it to mobile menu. Click on next, add items. I need home, contact, about, and then shop. I'll rearrange them. So shop will come under home, and then I'll place contact under about us. Perfect. I publish it. Now let's check it out. So I click on the hamburger menu here. I have home, shop, about us, and contact. Don't worry about the small letter in here. We'll fix it in a moment. So if I go to tablet view, to be the same. Perfect. I exit out of here. Let's take it to mobile. Now I want to add the cat icon right here. So to do that, I click on the main row right here. Then I go back. Then from here, I drag and drop the cat under off canvas menu. Perfect. I publish. Now let's check it up. You see it right here, but the color is not quite right. We'll fix it. So first of all, let's fix the off canvas menu. So I click on it right here. Now I go to design. The font family, I change it to Montserrat. And then the cat icon, I select cat. And I go to design. The font color, I change it to white. And then the icon color, I change it to white as well. Awesome. Publish. Now let's fix the home icon here. To do that, I go back to menus. I choose mobile menu. Then I drop down the arrow right here. I just make the H capital. Then I publish. Now let's work on the social icons. So I take it back to desktop mode. Exit out of here. I go back, and I go up, click on general options, social network accounts. So Facebook, this is where you enter the URL of your Facebook page, and always make sure to include the HTTPS. So I'll assume this is the link to my Facebook page. Then I do the same thing for the rest of the social icons. So Twitter, I just leave the hashtag in here, and then Instagram, I put in the hashtag. I'll enter this URLs later. Just want to show you where you can get to enter them. So right here, I have 3 icons. So what if I want to add other social icons? I can just go ahead and add it from here by clicking on this 3 dots icon. Then come back here to enter the various URLs. But then you can enter the URL first before you add the various social icons. So let's assume I've entered URL for LinkedIn. I want to add it here. So I click on the 3 dot icon right here. Then it will take me to the socials. In here, I drop down the arrow and choose LinkedIn right here. Then I click on add. It will appear right there. So this is how we can add more social icons. Maybe if I don't want to see any of these social icons for now, I can just click on the eye icon here to hide it. For instance, Twitter, you see that it's off. Alright. Now one last thing I want to do, I go back to general options. Right here, I want to enable scroll to top. So I click on it and I'll have a particular icon right here that I can click to take me to the top if I happen to scroll down to the bottom. Awesome. I can also customize the colors right here. So I click on the arrow beside scroll to top. In here, I can choose the icon I want. And under design, I can change the color of the icon to whatever color I want. So I make it white. And then when I hover, what color should I see? I think white is cool. And then the shape background color, I make it FFBF00. Perfect. And then the hover, I make it the same color FFBF00, but I'll make it a little bit darker. Perfect. Alright. I'm happy about all the customizations I've made. So I click on publish. Alright, it is published. So I exit out of here. So the final thing I'm going to show you is how to fulfill an order. So if you happen to have a client who have made an order, how do you get the product delivered to the buyer since you are not going to be the one doing the delivery? So let's see how that is done. So I'll just choose one of the products right here. I'll go ahead and add it to cart by choosing my options, spot gray, and then the size small, and I click add to cart. I view the cart. So this is the price of the item, and this is the shipping cost, that is $5.99. And I'll get my delivery between July 30 and August 13. So I proceed to checkout. So in here, I fill in my billing address, and I don't want to ship to different address. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm not going to use any debit card or PayPal. I just want to use cash on delivery. I've enabled this just to show you how to fulfill an order, but make sure that you don't use cash on delivery because you and your buyers are not going to be at the same location. Perfect. So assuming I'm in Ghana and somebody is making an order from the US, how am I going to deliver the product myself? So I've just enabled cash on delivery to show you how to fulfill an order. So I click on place order. So the order is placed. Thank you, your order has been received. The order number, the date, email, the total amount, and then payment method, cash on delivery. Then down here below, the details of the product and also my billing address. Perfect. Now to check for the order, I go to the back end of my website, and on the dashboard, you see that I have $11 as net sales for this month, the product which is being ordered, and also one order is awaiting processing. So I can just go ahead and click on it here. Or if you are not on your dashboard, you can easily go to WooCommerce, then you click on orders. So these are some orders I've tried earlier on. This is the current order. You see that it is processing. Just click on it. So in here, you see the order number and the name of the client. So take note, order knows all products were imported to Printful, and this is the order number. and then the payment information. Payment to be made upon delivery. Order status change from pending payment to processing. So if your buyer is using credit card or PayPal, same information will be displayed right here. So if I'm going to process this order, I'll go ahead to Printful and complete the order over there. So let's check our Printful account. Now before we go ahead to fulfilling the order, let me take you to an important feature you need to perform, that is take care of billing. Now in here you need to connect your account, that is either PayPal or your credit card, to Printful, so that when there's an order, Printful will charge your PayPal account or your card before they actually make the delivery. So you need to make sure whatever PayPal account or card you are using, there should be enough funds in order to carry out the order fulfillment. So I click on add billing method. So in here I go ahead and fill these details. Company is optional, so I leave it. Address, phone number is optional, so I leave it for now. City, family, country is Ghana. I enter my zip code. Then Printful is saying that we do not store your card or billing method details. We use industry standard encryption to protect your personal information. You can go ahead and use both payment methods. So I choose card payment, and in here I enter my card details. So I'll do this pretty quick and get back to you. So I've filled out my card details and I've graded them out for obvious reasons. I click on add, and Printful is doing its thing at the background. Billing method successfully added. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and fulfill the orders. So I click on orders. So right here you see that the status of the order is failed. It's not actually failed. All what you need to do is just click anywhere in the order message. So I click here and it will take me to this dialog box. So this is the product which is being ordered, the price. You can go ahead and see the pricing breakdown. This is the amount your customer will pay, and then Printful will charge this. That includes the cost of the product plus shipping, and then this will be my profit for that particular product. Alright, so if I actually want to confirm the order, all what I need to do is click on confirm order right here. But I don't want to do that. This is just a test in order to show you how to fulfill an order. So I'll just go ahead and delete the order. Then I click on delete order. So this is how we can fulfill orders from our print on demand website. So I exit out of Printful. So in here, if the order is finally completed, I'll come back here and under status, I change it to completed. Then I click on update. So again, the client will receive an email indicating that their order is completed. So all that is happening here, as an administrator of this website, I'll receive an email when an order is made, and the client will also receive an email for the particular order. Whatever action is being taken here, the client will receive an email for that. So that's it on how to create your very own print-on-demand website. Alright guys, it's been quite a journey and I hope it is worth it. So that's it on making our own print-on-demand e-commerce website. I hope the video was helpful, and the journey is not going to end here because I'm going to pursue DipuExpress.com. So be sure to come back to the channel to check it out, because every single update I'll be making to the website will be shared on this channel. For now, I'll leverage social media to generate my sales, and in the future, I'll be using blog posts to drive traffic onto my e-commerce website. So I hope you found value in this tutorial. If you did, kindly hit the like button, subscribe, and also enable the notification bell so that you won't miss out on future videos. Also, if you want to support me further, you can buy your free posters, printed t-shirts, and printed mugs from DipuExpress.com. Keep watching and we will talk soon.